I'm trying, lady.
Yeah, just one more.
I'm Colombo tonight, okay? The last is, we have some miscellaneous items, to talk about, for, Franconia, Valley, and Track, and some other bids, so, anyway, Mr. Taylor.
All right, so if you remember, we recently awarded a bid for paving at Franconia and Indian Valley for the summer. So the alternates that were out there, which we did not accept, were a cinder track at Valley. The consensus was we didn't want cinder, we would look at potentially paving or a synthetic track. So there's some proposals in there. We're not making a recommendation tonight. We've got some information from the board to discuss the track. The cheapest option would be $506,000 for a macadam track with lines painted on it. And then the next cheapest would be $735,000 for synthetic track. And then there's different grades of synthetic more expensive. So that's for the board to discuss to see what the appetite is for track. But what we did also deny was the hard clay surfaces at Franconia and the tennis courts at Valley. We wanted to convert them to basketball courts and pickleball courts to utilize them for obviously gym class, but our community ed program and everything. They seem to be very valuable. The thing was, the low bidder overall for the paving was actually higher than a lot of the other bidders in these alternates. So we denied those alternates, thinking that we could maybe do it more economically later, right? So we asked Penn Builders, who is currently doing the general bid work, the general construction at Valley, hey, could you get us some estimates on these projects? So they were able to get us some estimates on these projects, and they actually came in significantly lower than what the public bid portion was. So at this point, we are recommending to do the hard clay surface at Franconia and convert the tennis courts to basketball courts and pickleball courts. We also were asked by some board members to see, well, what if we just got rid of the dilapidated tennis courts and planted grass, returned to grass, right? We asked for a quote for that. Surprisingly, it actually came in $4,000 more to get rid of it and plant grass. And the reason being is they got all that material, they got to truck that material, they got to dispose of it. So the three options we really have for the tennis courts is being dilapidated, could potentially become a safety hazard, or upgrade them, make them usable for gym class, community ed programs, and the public, for basketball courts, pickleball courts, or spend more money to return to grass. So we're recommending to take Penn Builders' change order of $150,989 to do that, compared to what the public bid was of $235,800. So you can see that's a savings of almost $85,000 over if we would have accepted the public bid earlier. And then at the hard clay surface at Franconia, the public bid was $117,800. This change order would be for $71,830. So you see once again significant savings of almost $43,000. So they're definitely both needed. And while we're finishing up these projects there, they need to get these done over the summer. So we're asking for these two change orders with Penn Builders to be moved forward for consideration to be done this summer. They need to start once again procuring materials and also getting the crews signed up. That's why we're asking for a program master here to mobilize right away when school's out, so these projects will be done prior to students returning in the fall. So that's that, and like I said, in the attachments, you also have the quotes for the track. So I don't know if you want to.
We're gonna run the room first on the first one.
Yep.
So we're gonna run around real quick on the first two, or the hard surface and we'll call the tennis court. Questions, Nick?
One more thing to consider real quick, we budgeted $1.5 million for all the paving. The public bid came in for the general paving of 1.3. We do the tennis courts and the hard clay surface, it comes about another 220. So you're just slightly over your original budget, but we earned interest. So there is money allocated for these projects already.
Now a little sales pitch?
Absolutely. That's all that's our recommendation.
They're free.
They're free.
So is this to be moved?
Yes.
Or are you looking for this?
The first two. Just the first two.
Just the first two, right?
Right.
I understand.
Hard play surface and the pickleball or the tennis court or basketball court.
So is it a basketball court, a pickleball court?
It's a multi-purpose court.
And is it for strictly for the school use?
Community.
It'll be community use.
Actually, check Peter Becker, they do not have a pickleball court. And many of those residents.
Frank Henry just did, pickleball court in there.
You gotta pay for it somehow.
I don't have any other questions.
You're good.
No, that seems well thought out. I think I can support both of these recommendations.
No, I just asked if we could put a camera on the tennis courts because of the investment and protect ourselves from the public. But no, I asked.
We did not.
Thank you.
Johnny, Steve?
I love the pickleball, it's what's popular now and there's nothing around, so I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I don't think there's much in our.
Okay, so we're okay to move those two forward? Okay, then let's, gonna run around the room and ask some questions about the track. Okay, we have multiple numbers going from,
Do you want to just digest this information?
they had this, okay. So I just had a couple questions, so one proposal, the last one is just blacktop. Is it, can we get a proposal or just going back to cinders or not?
Well, we had that public bid. So we have
Public can use it on the weekend.
I can report you that information to the public.
Do you remember what the number was roughly?
Or can you just give Penn voters, give us a price of the cinders versus the public bid? Because they're coming in a lot lower than the public bid.
Well, they were one of the public bidders, so I can give you that number that they did.
Okay, you could find out what the cinders are, and then, I just have a question, that we're just redoing this, I thought we were just going to pave it. Now all of a sudden, we've got lines, I've got a pit, I've got a shot put, it turned into a whole flippin', excuse my French, track. When we were using the track over at Crest for the competitions, is the administration's plan to use this as competition now?
For the Indian Valley track team.
Yes, Indian Valley Track Team could use it, Gym Class could use it.